Hey team, how are we? Gavyn here, as you know, and looking a little bit scruffy today, but that's absolutely fine because I've had my wisdom teeth out and I'm allowed to not even get dressed. I'm at home. Anyway, this video, guys, is a little bit about motivation, okay? I see just a couple of people struggling occasionally, and generally it comes down to motivation or not actually knowing what your motivation is. Now, a lot of you guys kind of know my story, alright? I was really overweight, from a child right up until I was early 30s, and over the last 8 years I've managed to sort of keep my weight off, which is actually quite unprecedented when you consider that 85% of people that go on a diet generally put the weight back on and come off a diet. And what I chose to do differently was simply control what I could control the controllables, as I like to say. And it doesn't matter what's going on in life, okay, you still have control over certain things. And for me, I also had a pretty clear why and a pretty clear goal. And my goal was never to be fat again. I was always, teased and jibed and uncomfortable and unhappy with how I was. And ultimately, that was my ultimate vision. That was my goal for myself. And when you have a goal like that, it becomes quite powerful. So if you're somebody that's getting ready for a show or a holiday or a wedding or whatever else, okay, your goal is short term. And after that thing is passed, you kind of go back into like, well, what's next? And it's really easy to slip back into your old ways. Now, for me, because my goals never had a time on it, it was just never to be fat again or never to be unfit again. Obviously, that thing goes on forever. And what you got to understand is that you will probably, let's get this right, overestimate what you can do in a short time, but underestimate what you can achieve in a long period of time. So even if you miss the odd week at the gym or miss the odd good meal, okay, the big picture will be you still be overall healthy, and overall weight loss will happen. So even if, let's just say, on a week to week, on a really small macro level, you put on half a kilo, it doesn't matter, because over the big scheme of things, okay, the trend will be down. And when I see lots of people's who are successful, their weight gain or weight loss, they'll come down like a big zigzag like this, right? So we're up and down, up and down, up and down. But it's the large picture that you need to focus on. So even if you put a bit of weight on, even if you haven't been to the gym, even if you lost a bit of strength because of an injury, the big picture is the one that counts, okay? So my kind of thing for you guys is to have a really clear why. You've all started for a reason, and the most successful people we see at the Growing Younger program are people that have maybe had a bit of a scare, okay? May have really high blood pressure, they want to do something about it, had some injury or some surgery and they can't move, and they're the things that drive them to be motivated. So if that massive significant thing isn't for you, you need to come up with something that is significant for you and something that is worth pursuing over the long term. Because even when you finish with us after 6 months, your goal still never goes away, really. It's still there, and you need to keep on top of it, okay? So I just want to talk about controlling the controllables again. I want to tell you what you can't control. You cannot control other people. You cannot control how they act, how they behave. You can't do it, okay? So you got to stop worrying about that things. You can't control unexpected events. So let's just say you head into the gym, phone call comes in, you need to move off and do it. You can't control that. You just got to live with it, chalk it up and move on. And you can't control the past. So even if you're somebody that's failed time and time again, or you've had an injury that you're recovering from, you can't control those things. So you just need to figure out ways to work around it. So what can you control then? You can control everything else. You can control how you think. You can control what goal you have. You can control your emotions. So let's just say you wake up in the morning and you feel a bit rubbish and you don't feel like going to the gym. Well, you can go to the gym. You just don't feel like it. But you can control your actions, and you can say, even though I don't feel like going, I'm going to go because my long-term goal is XYZ, right? You can control your belief. So you got to believe that you can achieve this thing, and you got to believe in yourself that you can actually happen. I say this to my little boy all the time. If you believe in yourself, you can achieve anything you want, and you can only control the controllables. And ultimately, your actions are what's going to lead to your results. So on that note, what I'm going to kind of show you or tell you is how kind of I do it. So let's just say I've got a goal of losing my first 20 kilos. It was. I didn't hang on to that massive goal. I didn't think about that goal every morning. But what I did do instead, I just woke up and I said to myself, right, for me to achieve that 20 kilo weight loss, there's simple daily actionable things that I need to do. And that was eat healthy at every meal and work out once a day. That was my goal. That was my complete entire plan, basically. It was to eat better and train better. And that was it. And all I did was on a day-to-day basis is I had a little wall chart and I had a diary and keep all those things on. You've got your app and you've got your MyFitnessPal and whatever else you're using, or your check sheet. And every single day, the only thing that you have to worry about on that particular day is exercising. And most of you only need to exercise 3 to 4 times a week anyway, so that's not a huge amount. And just eating well at every meal. So let's just say you eat 5 meals a day. You just try and eat 5 good meals. Day number 2, go to the gym, eat 5 good meals. Day number 3, go to the gym, eat 5 meals. Day number 4, have a rest day, eat 4 good meals. That is your entire game plan, right? So I don't want to go on too much about that, but ultimately you've got to come up with little strategies as well to do those things. So let's just say you wake up today, you know you can't control unexpected events, but what you can control is your actions. So you look at your diary today or tomorrow, do the day before is easier, and say, right, where tomorrow can I go to the gym? Where tomorrow can I make my meals for the next day? I'm pretty sure most of us and not flat tack for 16 hours per day. You've got a bit of time in the summer, you can do it, okay? And if you are struggling with time, let me know. We can have a chat about it. I'll give you some, more in-depth strategies around that. So I don't want to bark on too much. That's six minutes or so there. Hopefully you found some value in the video. But if you are struggling and you can't get to the gym, come and speak to me, guys. Come and speak to Alex. Come and speak to Natalie, your trainer. And we get you moving again, okay? This happens time and time again, and we can get people through it. We just need to dig a bit deep enough, and we simply just need to come up with a strategy. That's what this whole thing's about. So, a really good day, guys, and I will look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.